Live from the Twin Cities, this is the Fox 9 Morning News.
Well, it's going to be a good weekend for doing this. Kicking back, trying some craft beers. There'll be about 75 of them at the Food and Wine Experience. And of course, wine, lots of it, some 350 to try. We're live at 7 Restaurant. We'll have a preview of this weekend's Food and Wine Experience coming up.
But first, we'll check in with M.A. Rosko. M.A.
Well, if you're a thrifty wine drinker, there are some really great choices for you at this weekend's Food and Wine Experience. Now, South America and Washington State have reputation for having good buys in the wine department, but there's another place, another region of the world that's been coming. We'll tell you what it is. We're live at 7 Restaurant coming up.
I dreamed I was in a Hollywood movie, yes I did. And I was
It is 7:45. You know what we call this? The most delicious weekend of the year?
Yes, you had me at hello. This morning, M.A. Rosko is live at 7 Restaurant downtown with a preview of the Food and Wine Experience. This is our kind of experience, M.A.
Oh, it's something to experience. 7 is one of the restaurants that will be represented at the new venue this year. It's at Target Field, not the Minneapolis Convention Center like it's been for about the last 12 years or so. And it's going to be about a third of the size that it was last year, a little bit more intimate. They've really kind of gotten back to their roots and really just the quality wines, the quality food, not as many gewgaws. Okay, we're going to talk about some good values and some best of show wines. Now, Washington State will be represented heavily at the show. They're known for some good values. There are other regions of the world, like South American wines. Alex, I know you're a fan of South American wines, whose names I don't know, because it's not beer, that are very good values. But there's an up-and-coming region of the world, well, not to your mind, Roy Goslin.
No, we're not an up-and-coming region. We've been making wine for 350 years. So long before these other guys dreamt of making wine, we were making wine in South Africa.
So, South Africa, there you go. Not Australia, yes. New Zealand, South Africa. And you can submit your wines to Food and Wine Experience before the show and to be considered in different categories. We have a wine that won Best Value for
imported whites.
Why don't you go ahead and pour some and tell us about what it is and how much it costs?
This is from a winery called Stonehill, which is in Stellenbosch. Stellenbosch is, we think, still our prime producing region. Would you like to try some? And this is a Viognier.
I think the FCC would prefer that I wait a little bit for that, but you can.
Yeah.
You go.
Anyway, beautiful, beautiful floral nose.
Yeah, I can stick my nose.
Really
I can stick
nice,
my schnoz
like
right in there.
Almond paste or marzipan characteristics on the wine, and the palate is really nice, dry, quite nicely full-bodied. Had a little bit of oak influence on the wine, but just a lovely, lovely food wine.
About $15 a bottle.
$14.99. Yeah, $15 a bottle.
Excellent value.
Value.
This one also from South Africa.
Yeah, and this is from a producer by the name of Jean Daniel. He's probably won more awards for Chenin Blanc than any winemaker in South Africa. There's a competition called the Chenin Blanc Challenge, and he has won that 3 times in the last 10 years or so. This wine internationally wins a lot of awards, and just a beautiful bottle of wine.
Now, Roy is saying that white wines are sometimes for the more, they're a little bit more complex, or your wine's a little bit more complex for the more developed palate. And let your palate decide this weekend. Back to you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, we will.
Good stuff. Thanks, M.A.